Hey, hi, hello, welcome back. This is Pages with Pulseway. I'm Heather, or Miss Pulseway if you're one of my students, and today we're just doing a very quick reading wrap up for June. I read books in June. Can you believe it? It's been a bit, it's been a while, it's been a moment. So I'm actually pretty pleased. I ended up reading 8 books in June. So who knew? I will be doing another couple reading journal updates. I'm liking how it's coming out, and I finally caught up on a couple things. So it'll be great. It'll be grand. So today I thought we'd just talk about some of the books that I read. And due to it being a little bit later, I've had to return a few of my library books, so I don't have all of them here, so my piles doesn't represent everything that I read. So, okay, so the first book I want to talk about is Sordidez. This is by Conde. Was a fantastic read. I gave it 4 stars, and we focus, the story has multiple characters, but we start with Vero in kind of a village in Puerto Rico. It's kind of a futuristic enviro reimagining, and it really allows us to see maybe a different perspective. Really enjoy this, and I don't want to ruin anything on this book. It's so good. We kind of have Vero from Puerto Rico who leaves the island in an effort to try and figure out how to help the community, who is trying to kind of retake the island away from the colonial situation. And after a huge disaster, Vero ends up going to the Yucatan, and the story progresses from another perspective, and you end up with the Mayan reimagining of like taking back the land, taking back the power, taking back the situation. They've also had an environmental like catastrophe there. The story takes you on quite the ride, and I loved all of it. The way the story is told is different than a lot of traditional literature, and so it was beautiful and powerful, and it left an impression on me. So 4 stars, fantastic. I don't want to ruin anything for it. Go read it. It's short. It was fantastic. And then I read The Moth Keeper. This one is a graphic novel. Very cute story. This is the same author. This is Kay O'Neill. This is the same author who wrote the Dragon Tea Society. So very much love the art style, the cozy elements of this. And we kind of follow a community that has, in an effort to preserve and support and help some very special moths, change their schedule around so that they are awake at night and they sleep during the day. And that's a pretty big driving force of the story here, and a new apprentice moth keeper. So very sweet story. I really enjoyed it. I would say all ages. I felt like it was a middle grade, so it was really, really good. And I gave that one 4 stars. The next one is the second one in my series that I've been reading. This is Hatch. This is the trilogy of The Overthrow, sorry. So Kenneth Oppel is our author. This is a middle grade series. The first one was Bloom, and then Hatch. And then I do have the third one over there, Thrive. Hatch continues the story because it's a sequel. I do not want to ruin it for you. So we are in a science fiction realm storyline, and basically the first book introduces us to some characters that we follow in through here, and we get a few more. And we had a rain come in the first one that brought plants And this one brings bugs. So that's all I'm gonna say. I really enjoyed it, and I gave this one 4 stars as well. The character growth is pretty cool to watch. Enjoying this series a lot. The next one, I don't have the copy because I listened to this one on audio. This is From the Desk of Zoe Washington, and it's by Janae Marks. Really cute story, middle grade again. This one follows Zoe Washington, and she is turning 12. Absolutely loves baking, and that's kind of a central piece. She wants to be on this baking show, and she ends up getting a letter that she was never supposed to see, that opens up a door, and she gets to know her birth father. It was a very good book. The reader for this one that I was able to listen to did a fantastic job with the voices, and Zoe's she's when she puts her mind to something, she's gonna make it happen. So I really enjoyed that part. It was a good book, and I gave it 4 stars, and there's a sequel, and I've started that one now. After that, the next book I read for my book club, this one is not middle grade. I really enjoyed it, and okay. So it's called The Separation of Church and Hate, and it is by John Fugelsang. I'm probably butchering that. Wow. I've had a complicated relationship with religion, and this book was healing. I'll say that. The book is set up in first of all, the author's hysterical. He's funny. I think he's a comedian, but he was also raised by an ex-nun and an ex-monk who fell in love, and so he grew up very Catholic, and he kind of puts to rest some of the things that maybe modern day Christianity maybe isn't following the red letters. Let's leave it at that, if that makes sense to you. So I loved this book. I really enjoyed it. I was laughing out loud at times. I caught my breath a couple times. Yeah, and I did give this one 5 stars. It's like the chapter headings. Paul, Jesus's PR man, who is not Jesus. Thou shalt not take all of this too literally. Thou shalt not hate feminists. Thou shalt not hate the gays. Thou shalt not hate people who have abortions. Thou shalt not hate illegals. Thou shalt not hate on poor people. It keeps going. If you have a complicated relationship with Christianity, this was really good. Okay. There you go. 5 stars. Fantastic read. I read it for one of my book clubs, and so delighted that I did. The next book that I read is called Magic Bites. This is by one of my favorite authors, who is Ilona Andrews. It's a husband-wife team that write these books. I read the Innkeeper Chronicles. This one is the Kate Daniels series, and it's the very first one. I'm just going to keep reading those books because I really enjoy the world that they create. Very fantasy, very urban fantasy. This one was a lot more urban fantasy, and set here in the US, but we have magic, and we have vampires, and we have shifters. I mean, if you like that kind of thing, then this is a great author to follow. And so far, so good. It was a 4-star for me. The next one that I read, if you're a teacher, great. This might be up your alley. If you're not a teacher, you probably don't need this one, but it's Whole Brain Teaching for Challenging Kids. It's the second edition. Obviously, I am enjoying it. I've read these multiple times. I very much ascribe to that with my teaching. It was just a professional kind of thing. Very enjoyable. Loved it. Okay, 4 stars. And then the last one that I finished, I have been trying to get through this one for ages, and I don't know why it took me so long, because once I sat down, I'm like, I'm going to read this. I couldn't put it down. So this is Trans History from Ancient Times to the Present Day. It is written by Alex L. Combs and Andrew Eakett. The whole thing is done with pictures, and you basically get the history of trans people from Mesoamerica. I mean, from the very before time to the start of like modern day. So it really gives you just a brief overview, but allows you to really recognize, oh, I've heard of that person, or oh, I know that person, or I've heard of that story before. So I loved this. I want my own copy because this is a borrowed copy, so I'm gonna have to buy it. This is a 5-star read for me, and I'm excited because I get to put some more authors in for my Trans Rights Readathon, and I was able to finish the 5 that I was reading for that I was able to then make a donation to Gender Liberation. So I did finally accomplish that. Check, check, check. So that was June. July has been chock full. I'm reading like 5 books right now. So I thought I would just share some of my pile of possibilities. Some of them are in the middle of being read. I did start the Herc Ed. So some of these are going to work, but some of them I had already started before Herc Ed, so I can't count them. I just need to finish them and get going. So I haven't even finished one yet to put on there, but let's see. So I can't count it, but I am finishing, I'm reading it for the second time, The Mysterious Benedict Society. Yep, I'm reading that one. Let's see, I did start, and this one is for Herced as well, A Phoenix First Must Burn. This is a short story collection. It's fantastic. I'm on the 2nd story already. I can't wait. I have a bunch of the authors that are in here. I have their books. I'm so excited about this. So far so good. And the first story left me like speechless. So I had to sit with it for a while before I could start the second one. Great book. I went to a author signing of obstetrics, got to meet the author and listen to them. This is kind of a novella thriller story. It's brand new. It just came out. You have a doctor who just got out of jail, I think, for performing the very last abortion, legal or illegal, and she ends up getting kidnapped by a cult. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this, but I haven't opened it yet, so I have to finish something. I'm in the middle of The Very Secret Society of Unusual Witches, and I'm so sorry. I will show you a picture of who the author is and all of that. I'm loving that book. It's a really cozy fantasy romance darling book. I gotta have it read by Wednesday because that's book club. So I gotta hurry. But I'm almost done with it and I'm loving it. It's making me laugh, like physically laugh out loud and like crying laughing. This book has been fantastic. I've enjoyed it. I picked up, but I haven't yet opened it yet, Yesteryear. So really excited about this one. Apparently the book is about a trad wife who kind of has her own channel on YouTube and that kind of thing, and showing how she lives this traditional lifestyle and can do all those things and ends up waking up in 1800s. And so chaos ensues. I'm here for it. So I can't wait to read this one. looking forward to it. And then I think I kind of showed you a lot of the books that I was looking at with Herc Ed. Hunchback is another one that I'm planning to read. But school does start here early. And so my free time is not as free as it was. So we'll be back in school in no time, and we'll see. I would love to hear what you are reading. Have you read any of these? No spoilers, but have you read any of these? Yesteryear is pretty popular right now. I keep seeing it pop up on a lot of people's feeds, so I'm excited to see what everybody thinks of it after I've read it. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you're having a good reading summer, and yeah, happy reading, and I'm happy you're here. Bye, guys.